Bundy. It was almost upsetting how
607
amazing his car was to handle, and that was with the red tech engine might not.
traffic.
Some of the 37 Alpha cars are that way too. I remember I got my hands on, I think it was the SUV is the Baller, the armored one.
Yeah.
And that thing, I mean, like it was literally disabled. We had shot it to the point where it like was no, I had to repair kit it to even get it to move. And that thing was still hitting like 165 on the highway. That was a good long while ago, admittedly, but I don't think that I am supposed to see whatever that is. I like the spot. You know, not too many higher vantage points around. I've watched the Lost sell meth down there from here. They think I'm a tourist.
This is where Michael Simone introduced me to a sniper rifle.
Ah, there's Pond now.
Hello.
Do you want to explain to me why in the hell you were... is twatter more important to you than getting shot, or...
What's up with twatter?
It's not about turning your phone on to check Twitter.
I just wanted, like, I just checked. That was it. I was just gonna, like, see if there was anything amusing, you know, and that's it. And then I suddenly got a phone call. I didn't answer it.
You wanted one last chuckle before somebody shot a rocket-propelled grenade at you?
No.
Needed to look at some funny cat memes?
No. I thought the signal would... I thought you explained it in a way that, like, if I... Well, no, you're right. If I receive stuff, then the thing goes off, right?
Yeah, which means that if you had incoming and outgoing data and, you know, the ability for somebody to call or text, they could triangulate you. And based off the fact that you had that, you know, you're looking through Twitter for what, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you immediately received a phone call, it might actually be worse than that. They might be able to detect it just by your phone being on and receiving data at all, not including SMS and phone calls.
Okay. I can put your numbers down on a piece of paper and throw my phone away.
There's another...
Or you could just not turn on the phone.
390 clear traffic.
Yeah, I would rather you have it on your person for, you know, actual emergency situations. You know, if you've got to hide away somewhere and you've got to make a phone call to, you know, get us somewhere stat, then, you know, that's better than having nothing, no lifeline at all.
Okay, so if it's off, it won't receive data, or it might.
It shouldn't.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What'd you leave outside of Bryce's house?
When?
About, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago.
I left something on Saturday.
Was it like a Morse code rose sort of thing?
Yeah. It's like a favorite with you thing.
Dispatch 390, 76,
Oh,
latest
you left that
30,
on
7,
Saturday,
Sandy.
okay. Alright.
Some traffic.
Okay, he is taking that as an impression that you are not locked up, because I guess he just found it today. Probably because he was, you know, inside all weekend. Probably just walked outside and saw it.
Yeah, when I was on the phone with Jenny at a payphone, I
second call sign responding to
noticed
37 to Sandy.
398.
someone on a payphone, and
Someone's coming
then
up here. Someone's coming up. Is that?
495. I need a 77 down here on El Rancho. I think I found the guy.
Who the hell was that?
lovely day for a what? A
It's gonna
riot?
be a motorbike.
Is that what he just said?
active
Lovely
80
day for
now.
a riot?
I think
Eastbound
ride.
Utopia.
I
Oh,
think
Final
I
stop
think
is
they
gonna
were
be
coming to
by
see who was
Main
up here
Arena.
because they're going to try and sell meth in the area.
Yeah, more than likely.
What was I saying?
607.
Oh yeah, and then he was like
Final stop's
in a
gonna
gray
be, Mid-Bank
bison,
Arena off
and then he
of,
just
Utopia
randomly
Parkway.
approached me, didn't say
Additional,
anything. I didn't
motor
say
unit if
anything,
available.
and then he said sorry, got back in the car, and then tried calling me while I was using the payphone when he returned back, but obviously my phone was off, and so there wasn't a ringtone or anything that went off. Bryce isn't stupid, but also when someone tells him not to do, he shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, he's pushing very close to a line on this. He's grasping at straws, trying to figure something out to see if you are in Bolingbrook, where you're at, what's going on. I gave him very minimal information. I stuck with the AdSec story, but he's not wanting to buy it. So
Okay.
okay. There is one other piece of news that we have to deliver to you. Jenny, are you going to make me rip this Band-Aid off?
No, I'll do it.
I'm fired. Yeah.
Yes, but it comes, but it isn't straight fired. It is at this time, we're going to be taking you out of the police department due to safety issues and concerns. And the thing that we spoke about, we need you, Cleo, to work on yourself first and foremost. So with that in mind, we're going to be giving you 35 to 40 days to work out exactly what you want. And if it is the PD and it is what you truly honestly want and you can cope with that and you have dealt with the issues that you are currently dealing with and you feel you can take more responsibility on and you can do it effectively, then we'll more than happy to speak to you again about returning you back into the cadet phase.
Okay.
We just need first and foremost you to sort yourself out because it's not fair on you to have expectations laid on you when right now you
Yeah,
don't
it's not
really
fair
need
on
them.
you. It's not fair on you guys either. I mean, I stated this, Jenny. Even if you guys were like, yeah, you can come back whenever you want. I wouldn't want that. It's not. That's not something that I would do. It's the
And this
best
is why I
decision.
thought this was the best way, and I agree with them. I think giving you, but also they haven't shut that door on you completely. They're giving you some time. And if you feel at the end of that time you still really want to be a police officer, there's other ways we can talk about it and get to that point.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So this came down from PNT. They reviewed. We obviously didn't give them all of the information pertinent to this, but the information we thought that they needed to make an informed decision. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I agree with it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's gonna sting, but it's not gonna make me feel any differently towards you two, especially. You know.
This is a conversation we had. You admitted you don't feel you're in the space to be able to do it.
Exactly.
And this is fair on everyone's side. It allows PD to basically prepare for if they need to help you in the future, because it obviously showed us that
thank you for the
we need to be
BBMC
quicker
love. I appreciate you guys.
supporting people, understanding their need in the PD. But at the same time, it also allows you to know that we're not just slamming the door on you and saying, right, you're fired, fuck off. It's a case of we understand there's issues and we want you to put them first.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree.
What the fuck? What is
I mean, at the
this?
same time, like I accepted that this would
What
be
is this
overthinking.
cursed picture?
It doesn't hurt as much as it would have if I had my expectations high, My
But I don't-
expectations were
You
extremely
shouldn't
low.
feel that this is. It shouldn't feel like a punishment because it's not.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and let's say, even though if I get when I get my
Is
shit
that Bundy?
together,
No, I don't
which
think
will
that.
be
I
days, when
think
get
that's
my shit
Simone.
together,
They're wearing the
I'm
hoodie.
healthy, I
Does
still
look
feel like
exactly
within
like
40
Bundy,
days, 30,
though.
40 days, when I go to reapply, I don't think it's gonna be a possibility of returning, and that's just my.
I think you're just being negative there. There is plenty of officers I can name on the top of my head who left for a plethora of other reasons, some more complicated than yours, and they're officers now. Don't sell yourself short, and don't think that everyone's looking out to screw you over, because that's not the case. What they will expect when you come back is to understand that you need to put your police work first. And that's what they'll be expecting.
Yeah, he just looks a lot like
Yeah, I
Bundy,
mean,
and with
there's
the
so
face
many
mod, it makes it
things
look
that I've
even more
realized
so.
that I need to work on. The fact that I'm aware of those things is a step in the right direction. I'm gonna fix
Yeah.
these out. Yeah, this is the best decision for everyone.
And come back and prove everyone wrong. That's what I'm going to say.
Thank you for still having faith in me.
Sure.
So the weather looks nice.
Okay. Is there anything else, Bundy, we need to do? Because I don't like the fact that we've stood here for so long.
No, I don't think so. Just in case Jenny or I are being tracked, it's probably better to keep in-person meetings brief. But
In terms of any plans and all that jazz, on the phone, anything like that, or any updates that I should be aware of? Because I know yesterday you said that potentially having a sit down and talk about plans for the future in terms of this whole thing. I don't know if that's something that you still want to do.
yeah, Jenny and I need to have a chat about what we can actually push on Nicholas at this point and what's worth pushing. Because like I said, most of what we've got him on at this point, stalking, harassment, even attempted murder, things like that, it's going to be a quick in and out. I mean, could we raid his properties? Sure. Is there anything probably there? No. I would be willing to bet. I mean, so far he's done everything more intelligently than his brother has. I would be willing to bet that anything that he has is probably kept off-site or in other people's properties.
I mean, yeah. I don't know how I made him through my mouth right now. I am.
Okay. We all do crazy things.
So yeah, that's a conversation Jenny and I need to have. We're going to work on getting you a burner sometime soon, TM. We're still waiting on our connection on that end. So that hopefully we can open things up a little bit more for you. Kind of get the get the false identity thing really rolling. Because a burner phone's really the only way to fully secure that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. And the only other way someone would know is, some sort of DNA analysis that only PD doctors would have access to, correct?
Why are his lips so red?
Yours? Your therapy?
No, I mean
Why are his
the other
lips
way
so
someone would
red?
Okay, the only way to be able to know it is through a doctor's through
Yeah.
doctors. Which is your medical record, so no one could get it apart from the police if you're a suspect or a victim.
Alright.
Oh god.
Sounds good. Okay. I will lay low. Phone is completely off. Oh, it's gonna be so difficult. It's gonna be superly difficult, but
No.
The big thing about these individuals is they get bored very quickly. So worst case scenario, once we can get you settled with a, a falsified identification, things like that, you can start sliding back into normal-ish routines because, you can be, obviously, it's best if you and, Bryce aren't walking around skipping down Dean's World Pier holding hands or any bullshit like that, because that'll be obvious. But, if you're friends on a fishing trip or, if you're hanging out with, groups at AirX or something, you being you won't be nearly as identifiable with a falsified identification, phone number, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But we got to make the push to get to that step first. And then once we've secured that, and it's a lot harder to find you. These guys, I mean, you've seen how bored they get. I mean, they went out and got a goddamn military submarine because of their boredom. They will move on to whatever the next new interesting thing they can play with is.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Also, just to remind you, I know you said to take note for this when we talk, but the white death, the phone call, the subpoena thing, the 10 minutes prior to going to Nick's house, just
Okay.
in case.
I'm
What's
gonna
up?
get really mad in a minute.
What's
What's
that?
up?
At Michael Simone, hello, stepdad from William Gunner.
Yep, I've already recorded all of those while we were talking.
I'm so mad at him. Why are they?
Yep, and he's calling Michael step uncle, and it's a whole
And
thing.
Nicholas stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's just trying to call me, and that's probably why. He was probably about to self-snitch to me about what he just did.
He likes to stir the pot.
Yeah, well, he's about to get in trouble.
All right, let's break this off here, just to keep you safe. Just like I said, you're in a position where hopefully they're not tracking you, but they might be tracking us. So,
Can I give you a hug?
absolutely. Take care of yourself, Cleo.
You too, Bunty. Any
Yeah?
boys, regardless, no matter what.
Okay, stop. Just give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Hey, look, you're not-
Yeah, well, I'm also, just a little bit. Not all doom and gloom. Well, of course I am. We know that. Forever and always. Pixie Plum's away. One second.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep, she's tweeting.
Okay.
I feel like I look after a young offenders unit, but they're all police officers.
Yeah, I frequently feel like if we hadn't brought on all of the people that we did, they'd